Hey guys, Greg here. It's the Vinyl Rundown. Talk about some CDs today. Why CDs? Well, a bunch of CDs I bought at the Goodwill not too long ago. I don't really go looking for CDs. I usually go looking for LPs, and once in a while I hit upon a stash of CDs. So actually I'm going to go in reverse chronological order. Most of these I got at the Goodwill for $1 or $2. This one I paid full price for, $10 whole. And I happened to be at a show last night at a local club, and this gentleman I knew nothing about but saw him play yesterday. And turns out he's one of the most amazing blues guitar players around, from Brazil. Artur Menezes. Can't pronounce his name. It looks like Menendez, but he said, don't confuse me with those brothers Menendez. It's Menezes. Anyway, amazing blues guitar player, really talented young man. Great charisma on stage. Did some nice original tunes and some cover tunes. I uploaded a 16-minute version of Little Wing that he played yesterday. So look for that on my channel. Josh Smith, a great guitar player, plays on here and also produced this. And he won a bunch of awards. Gibson's Blues Guitarist of the Year, opened for Buddy Guy. I did the fanboy thing, went and paid $10 whole for the CD, and got him to sign it and took the selfie and all that stuff. And I posted some clips on Instagram, some short clips, as well as the 16-minute clip on of the Little Wing. All right, last Sunday I was at the Goodwill looking for records, and what did I find? CDs. 3 CDs. So let's go over these. The classic. I wish I had this on LP, but for 99 cents, I'll start with it on CD. Johnny Cash, the series of records he made at the end of his life, because the great producer Rick Rubin pulled him out of retirement, if you will, and did just mostly a bunch of covers of other kind of classic tunes that Rubin thought would work with Cash's whole persona. Is this the first one? Doesn't have a... No, this is the fourth one. Johnny Cash, American number 4, The Man Comes Around. This whole series has great photography on the covers, as you know, all black and white. He's the man in black. And the artwork on the CD is kind of cool. Instead of 33 RPM, it says 200 and 500 RPM. That's weird. CDs actually spin that fast. They start slow in the middle, and they start fast in the middle, and they get slower at the end. Literally 500 RPM. Okay, the one song on here that everybody needs to know is Hurt is on here, right? Man Comes Around. Hung My Head. I'm so lonesome. I thought Hurt was on here. Why don't I see it? Yeah, number 2. Sorry guys. Number 2. Hurt. 9 Inch Nails song. The Johnny Cash version is better than the original, and the video is absolutely amazing and one of the most depressing 3 minutes of film you'll ever see in your life. Okay, same Goodwill, $1 a piece. Boulez conducts Varese. What's his name? Edgar Varese? Edgard Varese. Died in 1965. Very kind of modern, weirdish classical composer. And Frank Zappa keeps reminding us that he loves people like Varese. I think Varese's name was kind of in the tribute list on one of the Mother's early records, like maybe the first Freak Out. He listed a bunch of people, thank you to, inspired by, blah blah blah. Edgar Varese, one of those weird classical composers. I just dropped it on the floor. Bernstein doing Shostakovich's Symphony No. 7. I'm a big Shostakovich fan, so to see a nice new looking one for $1 in good shape, I'm gonna pick that up. I probably have 3 or 4 versions of this on vinyl, but you know, I'll stick it in my car, whatever. I don't spend a lot of time with CDs these days, but when I see them for $1, that's the amazing thing about the Goodwill now, guys. There's zillions of CDs for $1. $2 maybe. All the stuff from the 90s that was originally on CDs, it's out now. Okay, what's next? These are going in reverse order. Okay, bought these back in last fall, and I was at the Goodwill and going through the records, and some older black gentleman tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Oh, you like jazz? Check this out." And he hands me this. What? And he goes, "Yeah, there's more over here." So the cart where they just brought out the new stuff, there was like 10 or 12 of these Ultra Discs, original master recording. Is this Mobile Fidelity? Yeah, Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs, MFSL, something like that. Very high-end audiophile CDs for, oh, these were $2. Oh my God, I spent $2 on these. Anyway, the best one of this lot is, of course, one of Blue Note's top 10 records of all time. The original on this on vinyl is a fortune. I have a new copy on vinyl that's kind of, recent pressing. It's not that great. This is Miles Davis's best record on Blue Note, and it says Cannonball Adderley, but y'all know this has a real Miles Davis quintet sound. Look who's on here. Cannonball Adderley, Miles Davis, Hank Jones, Sam Jones, Art Blakey. This is one of the most sought after records on vinyl, and okay, I got the, oh, check it out. It's the gold disc. It's the fancy gold disc. Yeah, I knew that. I just forgot. And these little clipty things are hard to get in and out of, which they do to make the gold discs way more fancier. I can't get the thing in. It's driving me nuts. There we go. It lifts up to make it easier, but it's much harder to get on or off, as they say. Okay, what else? So there was 10 or 12 of these Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs. I grabbed just a handful. Willie Dixon, Blues Great. I Am the Blues. I'm Your Backdoor Man. Spoonful, Superstitious, Little Red Rooster. Not only am I your backdoor man, I'm also your hoochie coochie man. If you can do both of those at the same time, more power to you. Louis, sometimes we call him Louis to be more respectful. Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington. Two of the 5 most important people in jazz history together, recording for the first time well after the peaks of their careers. But so this looks like it's 2 records on one disc, produced by Bob Thiel, or is it Teal? Mood Indigo, Black and Tan Fantasy, The Moochie. We had Hoochie Coochie over there. Now we got it's the Mooch, not the Moochie. Sorry. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that. You know what? And there's only one rock record in this whole pile, guys. Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord. I think it was an E minor 7 add 5. I think that was the lost chord. I don't know. These things are hard to open. Okay, we're not going to play that game again. Wow, these are all in the gold, fancy. Ride My Seesaw. If you want to trip out in the 60s. There you go. Okay. And then, okay, so that's 2 different Goodwill piles. There's a third earlier Goodwill pile that was a few months before that one. And this was on a clearance table. Oh wait, this one's listed at $1.99. This one belongs with the other pile. Sorry. Henry Gorecki. Probably not pronouncing it right. It's probably Henry Gorecki or something. Is he Polish? This was one of the most famous classical, or most biggest selling classical albums of all time, at least on CD. Heinrich Gorecki, maybe. Symphony No. 3, Don Upshaw singing, David Zinman conducting. I think it's recorded in San Francisco. This is one of those records that as soon as you hear it, you start weeping immediately. One of those really sad symphonies. Was this dedicated to victims of the Holocaust, maybe? I don't want to be disrespectful. Symphony of Sorrowful Songs, 1939. Polish Hitler. Yeah, this was about Hitler killing a lot of Polish. So commemorates that. And Very famous record in its day. Be good to get this on LP someday, but when you want a good cry, go for some of that. Okay. A different Goodwill run, a couple of months before that run, I had 4 or 5 records, and they were in the 25-cent pile. I don't know how the Goodwill comes with their pricing. Okay, we got to get rid of these CDs. There's too many darn CDs in this store. Would you pay 25 cents for a gold, just like that same series over there, Mobile Fidelity? It's got the gold thingy and the other gold thingy. Giant Steps, one of the top 5 jazz albums of all time. I think 1959, John Coltrane. But as the CD, it has a bunch of alternate takes. So there are 2 takes on a lot of these songs. Giant Steps, obviously. I heard an awesome version of Giant Steps at a jazz club 2 nights ago. And I was sitting in the front row, and the guy's horn was like up in my face. I got a recording of that on my cell phone. Maybe I'll use that as background music one of these days, because it's... Can there be a copyright hit on it? It's my copyright. I recorded it. And John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. I think this was recorded about 1960, either 61, 2, 3, something like that. I could be way off. John Hartman is one of these soulful singers with a big, I guess, baritone voice, so it's kind of just ballads. My One and Only Love, that is like one of the greatest jazz ballads of all time. So anyway, guys, a bunch of CDs from the Goodwill. Check out your Goodwill. I'm going there for records. I went to 2 thrift stores today, got no records. Salvation Army's having half off on everything in the store for Memorial Day. Nothing good, mostly junk. Actually, there was a lady who got there ahead of me with a Marshall amplifier. It was solid state. It was a small 8 or 10 inch speaker, but would have got there 5 minutes early. I would have a Marshall amplifier. What do I need another amplifier for? I don't. And then I hit a Goodwill. Nothing good. No special sales. Same junky records they've had for the last several weeks. Anyway, guys, the vinyl addiction is now leading into too many CDs, too many records. When am I going to listen to all this stuff? I don't know. But thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget to check out my video of Artur, the guitar player, blues guy, on my channel. Let me know what you think. Check him out on YouTube, on other channels, and amazing player. Thanks for watching. Gotta run. Have a great weekend, guys.